Hi, I'm following along with Paul McWhorter's Raspberry Pi Pico W lessons, and we've been working with the temperature and humidity sensor and displaying the readings to the shell. And um, one of the other people taking these lessons, Charlotte, had some good ideas on how to get the degree sign into the shell. It's actually char 176, but she said that also you can hold the Alt key and use the numeric keypad and type 0176 and it'll show up as well. If you want to put it into a string, it'll show up there as a string. So that's kind of cool. Um, she also said that she looked ahead on Paul's lessons and we'll be getting into the character LCD, the 16 by 2 character LCD in a couple lessons, and won't be able to display the degree symbol without jumping through loads of hoops. So I know from my Arduino days that it's possible to get an approximation of a degree sign. I mean, with dot matrix, you're not going to get a circle out of it. But anyhow, I gave a couple ideas of how to do it there, but I figured I'd give you a YouTube thing and explain it better than I can in writing. So when you have these LCDs, they have a built-in character set, and the first part is a lot of your normal characters and your numbers and your letters and stuff. And through character 128, they match the keyboard ASCII numbers. But once you get past the ASCII numbers, which past 128, they no longer work. So if you put 070 or 176 in, it would be one of these characters over here. I haven't done the binary to digital or decimal conversions on that. But what I do want to show on this chart is all these characters are available as chars when you do it, but they aren't going to match what the keyboard is. So what in Arduino, what we've used is this one down here. It's a square, an eight dots or 3x3 square with a hole in the center of it, a blank in the center of it. And you get the numbers on here by, this is the most significant digit. So you look up the line here. So it's 1101. And the least significant part of the byte is 1111. So if you convert that 11011111 to decimal, you get 223. And that's what I was telling Charlotte, is you can push CHR 223 and this will show up on your LCD. So that's one way of doing it. And that's the easy way, and no real hoops. You just change your char number on it when you go to create your string. But you also, if you have the right library module, you can create what they call these custom characters. So each one of those letters or spaces for letters is a 5x8 matrix, and it allows you to create 8 custom characters. And so I'm not sure which module library Paul's going to use, but the one that SunFounder gives you doesn't have it built in, but I've took and added 5 or 6 lines of code and created a single custom character that I wanted to try out to see if it looked more like a degree symbol. So like I said, the one that they have has a 3x3 square with this center thing out, not lit. So you have these on this side. So what I was thinking is that I would take the corners off to make it look more rounded. So I was going to do this one, this one, this one, and this one, and have everything else off just to see what it would look like. And like I said, this is binary, but it would be 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, which would be 1, 2, 4. So this would be 4 decimal, and this would be 10 decimal because you got the 8 place and the 2 place. So you got 10 and then another 4, and then the rest of them would be zeros. So I made my changes to the SunFounder library to add that to it, and I'll show that as an option. You'd have to change the library to do it, and I'll show you that it probably isn't worth the hassle to do that. So let's go to Thonny. So when you do use that LCD 1602, it's not a built-in library that you get here. You have to actually grab it from the website. I'm not sure where Paul's going to get his. Like say, he might use a totally different one. There is a LCD library available if you use tools and manage packages, but that one looked like it was too hard to use, and I really couldn't get the custom characters to work in that one either. So I went back to just the SunFounder one, and I knew I could modify it to take a custom character. So anyhow, so that's what I did. So it's kind of easy. Like I say, you just import the LCD 1602 and import LCD from it. And then if you use the wiring that they suggest, you don't have to put any parameters in here when you create the object. And I just call it LCD lowercase. And then you got 2 ways of printing to the LCD, and neither one of them are print. You got LCD.message, and this will print out a message, but it's going to start at the upper left-hand corner and print out whatever you got. And if you want to print on the second line, you actually have to put a \n to go down to the next line to start printing. The other way is the LCD.write, and that one you include on each write, you include where you want to start the cursor at. And this is the column. They start at 0, so that's the leftmost column, and the row starts at 0 as well, so 1 is actually the second row. So this is going to print on the first row, and this is going to print on the second row. As you can see, I got that square with a hole in it for the top row. We'll show that. And for this one, I use my custom character that's just got the 4 dots. So anyhow, the LCD doesn't show up very well on webcam, so I just snapped a picture with my phone when I did it and uploaded it. So this is what it looks like. So the top row with the square with a hole in it looks like this. And my custom character looks like this. Now you might say, well, maybe this looks better, but if you get 2 feet from it and make it small, this really just looks like a couple dots, and you really can't define what it looks like. From a couple feet away, this looks more like a circle than a square. So this is probably the way that you should go. It's the easier way. All you have to do is take and put char 223 when you're sending it to the display. So anyhow, I hope that clears a few things up. And like I said, when we get to the LCDs, we'll have the option of using the char 223 in the basic library if that's the one that Paul uses. That's all I got for today. Thanks. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for listening.